Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, T-Bone, from the Luns B Show with T-Bone and Chick Brew. It's 6 o'clock. It's Friday night. It's time for the WARNO. The WARNO comes to you every Friday night. We talk to you about things happening in and around the greater Harrisburg metropolitan area, usually comedy related. We add in some other stuff every once in a while, but basically it's an excuse for me to get together with you every Friday night and have a beer. Beers are generally donated to me by family, friends, coworkers, listeners, fans. They're generally donated to me, and we went all of 2004 with the exception of I'm sorry that camera is just going nuts. I see it. Let me fix it. Let me just turn it off or whatever I got to do. It's that automatic AI tracking is bad, okay? AI tracking is bad. And I have successfully turned it off. Let's see if it'll stop. Yeah, AI tracking. Again, don't worry about AI. It's not going to take over the world just yet. Every Friday night, I come to you. I tell you about things happening in and around the area. We do it over the length of one beer. This is the timer. Let's start the timer. I'm going to tell you, that's a really good beer. I recently found myself in Hanover, Pennsylvania. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. The comedy club that I went to, I'll tell you more about in a minute, had a BYOB policy. Friends of mine were performing there. They want beer. I went to get beer. Surprised them. Look at you guys. I got beer. I went across the street to the Fat Bat Brewing Company, 10 North Railroad Street in Hanover. And this was the smallest size you could take away, a 32-ounce crowler. I didn't know the difference between a growler. I know what a British growler is, or a crowler. A crowler is the canned version of a growler. This 4.5% pigeon pills made at the Fat Bat Brewing Company by amazing people at a very cool bar. I'm going to tell you, I don't go to Hanover, Pennsylvania very often, but if I found myself there, I would hang out at this bar. It had a really cool vibe. Everybody was super chill. They had blues playing in the background. The food looked delicious and amazing. So, yeah. Anyway, I was there at the Fat Bat Brewing Company so that I could go across the street to the Church of Satire Comedy Club. Now, the Church of Satire Comedy Club is just a wee bit outside of the casino triangle that I live in, the boundaries of the WARNO. And that is the Parks Casino in Shippensburg, Pennsylvania, a Grantville Casino, the Hollywood Casino in Grantville, and the Hollywood Casino in York. That's the triangle. Hanover's just a little outside. But some of you live outside of my triangle. And maybe, if you're looking for something cool to do on the weekends, you want to go down to the Church of Satire Comedy Club in Hanover. I will start promoting more of their stuff, but I got to get with them first. I have to ask them to do me a favor. Give me just a wee bit more information. I need to know who's the MC, who's the feature, who's the headliner, what's it cost to get in. I just need to know a little bit more, and if I could get them to give me those details, I will share them with you, especially if it's people I know and I like and I want you to see. We'll definitely try to get you out. I'm going to tell you, it's a real neat club. Church of Satire Comedy Club, located in Hanover, Pennsylvania, not Hanover, Maryland. You go in, you're sitting on pews, baby. Oh, I forgot to put my beer on my new custom coasters. I'm just going to show them all to you because I'm really happy with them. That's a coaster number 1, handmade by somebody that loves me. Coaster number 2. I think that's all of the designs. And then that's the other design. Ooh, and this one's in blue. That's all blue. She had a little extra blue that day. So I use coasters now because I'm classy. Wait, what's this one on the bottom? Uh-oh. This one is like the youngest child in a family. It didn't get baked all the way. That's a great joke, and it's not just my joke. I've heard it many times, but one of the local guys does it really well. I can see his face. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So Hanover Comedy Club, and Church of Satire Comedy Club in Hanover, Pennsylvania. Look them up online. Check them out, especially if you live in that area. I'll get with them. If I could get more information out of them, I'll start sharing details about them more often. Well, I can tell you tonight down in the Shippensburg Casino, it's the Parks Casino in Shippensburg. They have the loosest slots in all of Shippensburg. They also have the only slots in Shippensburg. Some of my favorite people get to perform there. Tonight, none of my favorite people are performing there, but somebody who is performing there, you might enjoy. So I'm going to tell you about it. There is no doors. You walk in the door to the casino, but then you walk to the left, you go down to a place called the Side Pocket. Seating starts at 7. The show starts at 8. Tonight is a prop comic by the name of John Kinsell, the wild John Kinsell. Now, I said he was a prop comic, and some of you are going to think, prop comic, but you don't deserve the right to look down on somebody else's comedy. Whether they're musical comedians or hypnotist comedians or prop comedians. Props? Who would wear a prop? What a freaking idea. John Kinsell, the wild John Kinsell at Parks Casino tonight. Seating starts at 7, show starts at 8. Free to watch comedy. You can pay all of the casino taxes to get to the Side Pocket, but to actually put your eyeballs on the comedy, you can do that for free. That's John Kinsell tonight. Again, seating starts at 7, show starts at 8. Parks Casino in Shippensburg. A little closer to home, the Premier Comedy Club in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. The Harrisburg Comedy Zone, located inside the Boomerangs Hotel Sports Casino Entertainment Lodging Resort Complex. They've got everything. Boomerangs has everything, inside of which is the Harrisburg Comedy Zone. And tonight at the Harrisburg Comedy Zone, doors open at 7:45. Show starts at 8. It is Pat Dabier. I believe I am pronouncing that correctly, regardless of my urge to pronounce all of the vowels in his name. Headlining the show tonight, Pat Dabier. His feature is going to be Mike Keegan and I was doing so good. Kadar Kelker is the host for the evening. Kadar Kelker going to get you hello, hi, how are you? He's going to warm you up. He's going to get you excited. He's going to get your laugh muscles tingling. Then Matt Keegan's going to come along. He's going to warm those laugh muscles up a little bit more. And then Pat Dabier is going to finish it off. Now, I went out of my way to try to find out how to pronounce Pat Dabier's name, and I believe I'm getting it correctly. And I even listened to some of his podcasts, the Pat Comic podcast. He made his name there easy, thank goodness, because there's too many vowels in Dabier. Tickets are $20. This is a regularly scheduled comedy show. This is not a special event. So if you've given blood recently, let me talk about that real quick. Let me take a sip and I'll talk about that real quick. The Harrisburg Comedy Zone, in cooperation with the Central Pennsylvania Blood Bank, has a neat little program. You give blood, they give you 2 free tickets to the Comedy Zone for regularly scheduled shows. This is one of those shows. So if you have given blood and you receive 2 free passes to the Harrisburg Comedy Zone, you can use them tonight. If they're expired by a little bit, I've been assured by management that it's okay. Now, a little bit means like if they expired on December 31st, 2025, they're still going to accept them. I don't know for how long, maybe a month, maybe 2. Get there quick. But if it goes further into the year and you've still got your 2024 free passes on your desk, I do. They're not going to take those. So you got to give some more blood. Oh, give more blood, you say? Yeah, because it's the right thing to do. Did you know 1 pint of blood can save up to 3 lives? Did you also know that blood expires? So we got to keep it flowing, man. We got to help those people that need the bloods. That need the bloods. That is your Friday night. You got the Parks Casino down there in Shippensburg and Johnny Kinsell. And then you have Pat Dabier, Matt Keegan, and Kadar Kelker at the Comedy Zone. located at 110 Lime Kiln Road in the greater Harrisburg metropolitan area. I don't know the exact, New Cumberland. It's actually in New Cumberland, a suburb of Harrisburg. Technicalities. So I wanted to talk to you about the Church of Satire. Check. I wanted to tell you about tonight's brew. Oh yeah, what I also want to tell you about the beers, you can stop donating for now. You guys donated a lot of beer in 2025, and I appreciate every one of them. And if you must, I understand. But I'm going to really try my best to this. I'm going to try my best to this. So that means for the next few weeks, at least, my goal is to get below 300 before my birthday. And my second goal, notice I'm saying goal, not revolution or whatever. My second goal is to stay below 300 before my public internet birthday. Okay? So that's my goal. So I'm still going to drink beer because I got to have a timer. I can't do the show without a timer. Got to do a timer. But the camera wouldn't turn off. Why am I talking to? Oh, because you're still there. All right. Fudge sickles, man. I have no idea what that audience didn't hear, but that audience is following along. So I'm gonna keep on pushing. Hello, Pablo. Hello, Mal. Hey, did you miss that? Did you miss that? Jagman. Here's the deal, okay, Jagman. I lived in Jacksonville a lot longer than I ever lived in Buffalo. And I got some Duval love in me, okay? And you, my friend, the luchador of the Jaguars, you are my friend and I love you. And at times like this, we can't be friends. We can't be friends no more until after the game. And however the game works, I mean, I'm an American, so of course I'm going for red, white, and blue. And you are rooting for a South American apex predator while wearing a luchador mask. I don't know where your patriotism lies, sir. So we're enemies until it's over. And then we could be friends, not lovers, friends again. I told you about everything happening Friday night. We talked about the Church of Satire down in Hanover. We talked about Fat Bat Brewing Company. I showed you all of my beautiful coasters that I am using because I am now cultured. Let's move on to Saturday. Yes, we will move on to Saturday. Saturday, 310 South Front Street in Mohogan-Steelton. That's an inside joke, but trust me, it's funny. We don't ever refer to Steelton as Steelton. We always mumble Mohogan before we say Steelton. 310 South Mohogan-Steelton, Pennsylvania, at the Coexist Gallery. The doors open at 7. Show starts at 8. It's a BYOB show. You're allowed to vape inside. It's Matt Harley doing his best to keep comedy alive in Mohogan-Steelton. Now, I never know because the guys don't do a good job of clicking are attending, will attend. They don't do a good job of that. So I know Dom Driscoll is going to be there. Dom Driscoll, very funny guy. I like me some Dom Driscoll. And wherever Dom Driscoll goes, a pickle usually follows. So you got Matt, you got Dom, you got Pickle. Hey, who knows? Who else is going to show up? I can't tell you, but I can tell you it's free to get in. It's located at 310 South Front Street in Mohogan-Steelton. And BYOB, and you're allowed to vape inside. Go there, have a good time. Back to 110 Lime Kiln Road, conveniently located inside the Boomerang Hotel Sports Casino Gambling Pool. They do pool there too. Swimming Academy. I don't know. I try to add something to it every week. It's so big that for years there were sections I didn't even go into. And then I was like, oh, they got skill machines here. Skill machines in Pennsylvania are a fun way to say slot machines. It's just breaking the law. 110 Lime Kiln Road, conveniently located off of Interstate 83, right there in New Cumberland, inside the Harrisburg Comedy Zone. Again, Your headliner, Pat Dabier, I got that right. Your feature, Mike Keegan, and your host, who I've been having, Kadar Kelker. That's a good wrestling name. If I were to introduce him to a wrestling match, it would sound much better. Oh, Kadar Welker! Again, tickets are $20, free if you've given blood recently, and you got a couple of discounts from the Harrisburg Comedy Zone in cooperation with the Central Pennsylvania Blood Bank. You got that going for you. Buy your tickets in advance by going to hbgcomedyzone.com or harrisburgcomedyzone.com. One word. At the door, they only take cold cash money. And if you don't have cold cash money, don't worry about it. Over near the club machine, the club, they got an ATM because it's a place that does business. And if you're feeling really lucky, they got a lottery ticket thingy over there. You can do that. There's your Friday. There's your Saturday. Before I talk about Sunday, I'm going to tell you about something in the future. Many of our listeners have received these gift cards. Check this out, man. Not only is it a cool gift card, but it's also a keepsake. It's from the East Pennsboro Fire Police. Right there, East Pennsboro Fire Police. They put their symbol right on top of it. This was their big fundraiser of the year, and they gave them these $25 gift certificates. If I need to get these to you, I will before 21 January. 21 January, between the hours of 3 to 10, if you go to the Texas Roadhouse, all the money that is spent there, with the indication from you that you were there to support the East Pennsboro Fire Police. If you say, hey, I'm here to support the East Pennsboro Fire Police, they're going to sit you. They're going to give you some of that free, amazingly delicious bread, and you're going to eat that. And then you're going to order food, and then you're going to order desserts. You're going to run the bill up. It's going to be an expensive night because everything that you spend, a percentage of that money goes towards the East Pennsboro Fire Police. And if you don't know who they are, and you're watching from anywhere else in the world, I can understand. Fire police, normally enemies. We're police, hate fire. Fire hates police. Badges and hose and badges. Here they have an organization called the Fire Police that does the job of policing around emergencies, fires, and other things. And they're all volunteers and they all work really hard. But even though it's a volunteer organization, it still takes money to run. And one of the fundraisers they do is this gift card sale where you get discounted gift cards, which was awesome. We bought up a bunch of those and then we gave them away as gifts that you could use at any time at any Texas Roadhouse location anywhere. But we want you local to come out with us on the 21st of January to the Texas Roadhouse. Tell them that you're there to support the East Pennsboro Fire Police and sit down and eat and run that bill up. Johnny, give me some desserts. Take it home. Feed the dog. Get a doggy bag. Use it. And a percentage of that evening goes to help support East Pennsboro Fire Police. Friday, Saturday, special announcement, wanted to carry on. Moving on to Sunday. Every Sunday morning at 10:30 in the morning, live on Facebook and the Talk of Ticks, it's the Supplemental. Woo! Silky smooth. Every Sunday morning at 10:30, we come to you, we do the Supplemental. The Supplemental consists of three things. We talk about your national days of the week. We talk about I get confused on the camera. We talk about your national days of the week. We talk about This Week in History trivia style. And somewhere in there, we slip in a com-com-char, a community, a comedy, or a charity note. Com-com-char. That's what we do. It's a fun way to start your Sunday. Sundays, 10:30, live on Facebook and on TikTok. That's the weekend. There are a couple of things that happen throughout the week that we talk about. I'll let you know about if you're interested. Tuesday night, starting around 8 o'clock CP time. That's comedy people time. It's 8-ish. It's about. If you want to do comedy, you can come earlier. You can sign up. You can go up on stage. But Tuesday night, I call a local mic. These are local comedians. They're a little bit more seasoned than an anything can happen open micer. They come, they've got some material, they've got some extra time, they do some work, we have some laughs. Tuesday night is a great night. I love Boomerangs. I love the Comedy Zone. The drinks inside the Comedy Zone cost the same as they cost outside the Comedy Zone. The food inside the Comedy Zone costs the same as much as it costs outside the Comedy Zone. It's a great venue. Now on Tuesdays, we don't have a waitress. But if you ask any of those fine servers there, hey, can you take care of me? They generally will. And you don't have to go back and forth and stand in a line or anything. They'll just waitress you at your table if you ask them, hey, would you mind taking care of me? Now, that deserves reward because they're not supposed to be there. So when it comes time to tip, you better tip. That's Tuesday night. Thursday night, you still better tip. But Thursday night, it's a different environment. Up to, I've seen 45 comedians doing a few minutes apiece. Now, excuse me. The thing about having 45 comics take the stage is there's 45 opportunities for absolutely hilarious. But there's also an equal amount of opportunities for really, really bad. And some nights, when things are going really, really bad, it's really, really funny. But it's a wonderful environment. They're there to support one another. They're there to take care. Don't you shut down on me. They're there to take care of one another. It's a wonderful comedy scene. It's free on Tuesdays. It's free on Thursdays. Doors open at 7, but the show doesn't start until 8 on Tuesdays. You can sign up early at 7. Same with Thursday. You sign up early. The only difference is fewer people at Tuesdays, more people at Thursdays. Longer time on Tuesdays, less time on Thursdays. No designated server. That should be my new Netflix series. No designated server on Tuesday, designated server on Thursday. There you go. That's everything you need to know. It's a great place. It's a wonderful time. I've told you all the things that you need to know to get you through the weekend. I do this every Friday, and I enjoy it. I enjoy this. I enjoy doing a new episode of The Supplemental every Sunday morning at 10:30 live. And I enjoy recording new episodes of The Lunsby Show with T-Bone and Chickrew every week. Now, there is one in the can that I haven't finished the edit on yet. Okay, so season 14 is running a little late. I'll get it out there. And the best thing for you to do is to like, subscribe, hit notification bells. However you listen to The Lunsby Show, hit follow, subscribe, whatever the button is, so that whenever I do get around to getting things done, it's there for you. There's a lot more of that left than I was expecting. So what do you say we get a game? Let's check the comments, and then we'll get a quick game in and we'll wrap this up. Game in. You have no idea what I'm talking about. Let's go, Buffalo. I didn't. I already got it. I don't know where it's when Damien says he's going to be there and AAA also, I'm assuming Jacksonville? You're going to be in the Duval with AAA at the former Alltel Stadium? I am. Okay. If I was a pimp, Jacksonville would be my bottom. That's what I'm saying, okay? Buffalo is my top, and there may be some in-betweens in my stable, but at the bottom, no, that's not fair. At the top, but lower than the top is Jacksonville. Jacksonville is not my bottom. Dallas is my bottom. If I'm pimping NFL teams. Let's get a quick game in, and we'll wrap this up. I hope some of you got a kick out of that. Those down with their pimp slang. The game is Ship's Captain Crew. Currently, you owe me like $96. So that means when you see me in public, you got to pay me $96. Okay, that's how it works. You get 3 rolls of the die. I'm going to let you go first. The game requires you to get a 6, a 5, and a 4 before me. There is no 6. It has to be in order. Shake them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them. 6, 5, 4. And a 4. I wish that camera was closer to me so I could see who's watching over there. Because I'm going to ask you, random person who's watching on TikTok right now, you have a 4. Do you want to keep the 4 or do you want to go for more? What do you want to do? I need any response from anybody over there. I got things popping up, looking for an answer. I'm just going to assume one of them says, do it again. So we're going for anything higher than a 4. You got a 7. Now I got to beat a 7. Oh, coexist. I didn't know because because AAA's down in Florida, but he's back. So Damian Robinson and comedian AAA are also going to be at Coexist in Theater. So Saturday, 7 o'clock, doors open, show starts at 8. Damian Robinson, very funny guy. AAA, very funny guy. Dom Driscoll, very funny guy. Matt Harley, that's going to be a good one. First roll for the boys. Let's see how we do. I got a 6, a 5, and a 4 on the first roll. And a 6. What was your point? I got distracted. I don't remember what your point was. I'm going to roll again. Yikes. Because I got that on the first roll. I got an 8. I don't think you got better than an 8. I'm going to roll again. This is dangerous. I got a 5. I think your second roll was your last roll was a 6. I think it was a 6. And I pressed my luck and I got a 5. And I lost $1. That means you owe me $95. So the next time you see me in public, pay up. Ass, cast, or grass, the usual. Hey, it's been a great show tonight. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I got to remember to fix that little issue. I fixed the camera not turning it off, but I didn't fix the screen going blank. And when the screen goes blank, well, the camera turned off. That's why we had that little bitty issue. Every day, you learn something new. Let's wrap this up. Before we wrap this up, let me remind you, I remind you today, as I remind you every day, just be the best person that you can be. And if you're a great person today, be an even better person tomorrow. Chick Bruce sends her love. Now cheers along with me. Arriba, e bajo, e centro, e pa dentro. And let's go, Buffalo. Lunch B. I don't even know what to hit anymore.